Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Matthias, and this is my first video to be made for YouTube. And so, because of that fact, I thought I'd speak a little bit about something that is really near to me, and it affects me on a daily basis. I'm sure it affects a lot of you out there running your daily lives as you work and toil for your wages. And what that is customers and their sense of entitlement and how just rude they can be, essentially because they're on the other side of the counter. And that doesn't sit right with me. They seem to think that the old adage, the customer is always right, is all the excuse they need to be rude and as loud as they want to get what they want from everyone who's on the other side of that counter providing a service to them. Well, I would just like to say that I don't appreciate this, and I'm sure a lot of you don't appreciate this either. It just screams total wrongness, and I'm going to be a douchebag because I want something free. Not only does it anger me and a lot of my fellow workers, but it really makes you look like a dumb, ignorant asshole. Not only that, but someone who might have an actual genuine complaint gets looked at with suspicion, and I really don't like to do that because it does seem a little wrong to do that to someone that has a genuine complaint just because we think they might be bullshitting us. And that wouldn't be the fact if people would just be a little bit nicer to everyone who provides them a service or a good. If you have a genuine complaint, don't raise your voice or start yelling. Chances are we'll take care of you as quickly and as capably as we can within the policies that we have to follow. If you have a problem with our policy, that's fine. Don't yell at us. We can't do a damn thing about it. Call corporate's number. They probably still won't do anything about it. The way you're going to get through these companies is not by making a complaint and raising your voice. It's by voting with your dollars. If you don't like the way a company is giving away their services or giving customer service, don't go there. Don't buy their product. Just because it's close to you doesn't mean it's going to give you the best service. Just don't go. Because I'm tired of hearing, oh, you guys suck. You provide the worst product ever. Or, these people are so rude. If we're so rude and you don't like the product, why do you keep coming here? You're subjecting yourself to the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It's insane. So do us all a favor, and if you don't like the service or the product, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. Now you may be thinking, oh, well, that's losing business that your company needs to survive. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I'm going to go back to the old adage of the customer is always right. That might have been true back in the day when customer bases were really small, where every customer was needed for a business to survive. That is not the case anymore for most businesses. Some businesses that are just, one store, maybe. However, we're in an era of social media. We don't need every single customer going out and saying to their two friends or their one friend or whoever. Word of mouth is not the only way that businesses can expand their customer base. You have online advertising, you've got TV advertising, you got radio advertising. Sure, word of mouth is important, but it's not the end-all, be-all that it used to be that made the customer is always right such a rule that it no longer, it doesn't really apply anymore. If you're going to cater to the customer's whims every time, you're going to end up losing money. Because if you do it to one customer, you're going to have to do it to every customer that walks in the door. And that doesn't sit right with me. Because if I'm following company policy, but the customer is blatantly not caring about that, who's going to have to bend here? Me. And who's going to have to suffer for it? me. Think about that the next time you go into a store and start yelling at someone behind the counter.